Ooh, cha. This air's got me like. Hey, Taylor-tots, welcome back to Justice is Served. So this air is pumping, girl. I was laughing so hard because I was talking to my boss and I told him the first day of the air, okay, so it's been, now this is the second day of having air and our AC being replaced. And I told him yesterday when I was talking to him, I said, girl, it's so funny. So, of course, I'm filming this morning, the morning of today, just so you know. So I'm filming this the same day that you're watching it. So it's morning time. I'm doing my morning routine. And just wanted to chit-chat for a minute. So I just wanted to loop you in, girl. I feel that when we've had our air set on 70 degrees in the past, that it's been more like 74, 75 degrees, because right now 70 degrees feels like 65 degrees in this house. And it's very strange because, to be honest with you, for the upstairs to be as cold as it is, like, it hasn't been this cold since we got here. And the biggest thing that we were looking at is the insulation over the master bedroom, which is also our master bedroom's over the garage. So we were looking at doing the paneling that goes on the garage doors, because we know that the sun is on that back side of the house a good 75 to 80% of the day. So that's where most of the heat is coming from, is because it's not well insulated between the garage and our master bedroom, that in between slab. And it's just hot. It gets hot in there. And the thing is we know that it's the insulation, for one, especially for there, because I mean, it's really hard for something to be beating down on a metal door for hours and hours and hours on end on a day for it to not get hot. So, but I will tell you, it's so funny because I'm like, I told, so Jeff is here visiting, and I told y'all this on my live the other day, and I was laughing because yesterday I told him, I said, do you know, like, when it's that feeling when you get, like, well, he plays the violin, so I'm like, when you get a new violin, all you want to do is play, and all day you think about just going and playing the violin, and it's like getting a new video game, or just a new toy, you know, like, as a kid, a new toy, but I say new toys and like getting a PlayStation, or even like if you crochet and you get something new, like you're like antsy to want to play it and utilize it. I told him I feel like that's what my AC is like right now. Like, all I think about is like being at home in the AC and enjoying the AC at my house for a minute, because it happened. Like, we got it installed the day before I started working again, or no, the day that I started working again, so Tuesday. For being off Sunday and Monday, and it was so funny because, like, I mean, it's not like we're doing anything different. It's not like the air is different here. It's just I feel like I'm like, I just want to utilize it more here. But it feels so good, and it feels so amazing. So yesterday, we worked an event in the Woodlands, and we had such a great time. After it was done, the counterpart to me for the outer part of Houston, we ended up meeting up with her. Because she's on vacation this week, and so she was like, hey, I'm not gone yet from out of town. So we went and met her for dinner, and we went to El Tiempo to eat, and I ended up getting the filet, what is it called? The filet steak fajitas. And all I ate was the steak that was on it. I didn't eat any of the sides with it or anything like that. And she's like, you can have like some kind of carbs. I was like, girl, don't tell me to have anything. I'm just eating the meat, and that's it, girl. You're not going to talk me into it. Well, then out of nowhere, she's like, this is for you. And I was like, what? So she had me a birthday present. I was totally shocked because I wasn't expecting anything. I just thought we were just going to eat because we were out in her area, her neck of the woods. And she had went to Tommy Bahama. So just so you know, I don't wear Tommy Bahama clothing. It's just not my style. But, and I think we went over this on the hot dog video, girl. I don't do the floral prints for real. Chris loves the Hawaiian shirts and stuff, but I am not a fan. And she was like, I didn't know what to get you, so they have a Tommy Bahama restaurant connected inside, like, or it's part of it, and the food is always fantastic. So she ended up giving me a $100 gift card to there, and she got us a book that actually shows you how to cook certain recipes, but it also is drinks that they make in the Tommy Bahama restaurant. Super cute, and then this amazing candle. It smells so good. But I was shocked. I was like, girl, I didn't expect you to give me anything. Like, and she's like, I know, but I wanted to. And I was like, oh, like, I really appreciate it. Like, it was such a pleasant surprise. And then out of nowhere, they come out there and start singing. And I'm like, girl, not you planned all this. Like, you know, usually when you go to dinner and you know it's a birthday dinner, like, you expect, like, for somebody to be like, okay, you gotta sing, girl. Like, you got this feeling when you go in. This was a complete blindside, and I had no expectation of anything. I literally just thought it was like our normal, we worked in an event, we're done, let's go get food before we head back, and that's it. And I was very taken aback. I mean, it was awesome, and I was so appreciative because that's a lot of money. She's spending a lot of money, girl. That's a lot. And she knows that we love that. But the good thing is she did something that we can come back out to her area to see her because there's not another Tommy Bahama close to us. So it gives us an opportunity to go spend time with her. And then, of course, you know, I mean, it's a $100 gift card, girl. I mean, we can use it towards our entire bill and then, you know, take care of her, too. Because, I mean, she's always being so thoughtful and so sweet. So my birthday's tomorrow. I am going today to pick up the stuff from the P.O. box that I got because they gave me the notification 2 days ago, but I've not had time to get over there because of the AC people here on Tuesday and working. And then yesterday, we were in the event in the Woodlands. So Woodlands, I had to pick up Jeff from the airport at Hobbies. So I picked him up at 9:45, and then we drove over an hour to get to Woodlands from Hobby Airport. So it was a lot. But it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, but there was just no time in between to go and pick up stuff. So I'm going to go this morning before I pick up Jeff. But yeah, birthday's tomorrow. So tomorrow night at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, I'm going to go live so that way I can open presents and just spend time with y'all. So that way, if you didn't have an opportunity to send something and you would like to tip or send money or whatever it is that you want to do, because I know a couple people saying, I really don't want to like send something. Can I just tip? I am going to be on YouTube live, so just know you're more than welcome to send things through there. Just as a reminder, they do take about a third of whatever you send, so just to put in perspective, the other night on on YouTube Live, I made $95. I only got about $55 to $60 of that. So if you don't want to worry about any of that, you can just Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. It's all in my description box down below. I did that because they don't take any money out of what I'm using, so I don't have to worry about, like, you know, y'all spending your hard-earned money and then YouTube is making a profit off of y'all just tipping me while I'm talking. So I do Metamucil every morning. The reason why I do this is it is an appetite suppressant, so it is very filling. I do sugar-free. And I do the ones that are on the go because sometimes I forget to take it while I'm at home. But I always wait until my water's still about here. The reason why is if you let this sit too long, it starts to turn into a gel, which is what's the filling part. And I cannot stand the texture of it once it's a gel. So I do that much and then I just chug it. So here we go. It's kind of like that first sip is a little grainy, but and that little grainy part hit me in the back of the throat. So the whole time I felt like it was like a little itchy while I was drinking the rest, and I'm like, girl. The good thing about this is Metamucil is filling, so you can do this in the morning. You can do this before every meal if you want to fill you up so that way you make more health conscious decisions so you're not like literally like feeling like you're starving before you eat. This has been a lifesaver for me. I learned to do this from Rich Lux. Rich Lux was doing this when I first moved here, and he's like, yeah, he's like, you know, why don't you do it? Or he says he does it before he goes out to eat, so that way when he's actually there he eats healthier because he makes more like realistic decisions versus being like, okay, I'm starving, this sounds good, let me get what sounds good versus what's good for you. So I love this. I got on this, which is new, like a newer thing to me, but it's not new to my counterpart at Starbucks. They have this. It's called the Perfect Bar. It's 15 grams of protein, 20 plus superfoods. This is dark chocolate chip and peanut butter. I don't really care for the dark chocolate in it. They have one that's just peanut butter, but they've been out here lately. I don't know what's going on. But the good thing about this is gluten-free, which I don't have a gluten allergy, so I don't think about it, but I'm just telling you guys in case you have it. The thing that I really like about this is it's very filling. There's an up and a down to this. The up is that you're getting a lot of So it has calcium, iron, potassium, and then of course you're looking at something that's super low calorie. It says total fat is 20 grams. Let's see. Let's look at. The thing I didn't like about this was sugars is 18 grams. So there's a lot of sugar in it, but you got to think peanuts, the sugar that's in there, and in the honey. So it's not like it's like an added sugar. It's something that's coming from the actual food. But the thing that I don't like about this is the calories is 330 calories. Usually I'd like to stay in something like the sous vide egg white bites at Starbucks is like 130 or 160 calories, which is actually super like chill, because every meal that you have should be about 400 calories if you were following Dr. Ness Arden from My 600-Pound Life. That would put you at 3 full meals at 400 calories, would put you at 1,200 calories for the day. I will be very transparent. I've had to really start paying attention to how I'm eating, because using the Metamucil in the morning, I would take that and then I would forget to eat. So then I wouldn't eat breakfast, and then I would go all day, and then at about 4 o'clock I would eat lunch, which is extremely late. And then about that point, I'm still full and I'm not hungry, so then I wouldn't eat dinner. I would just have Metamucil, because I would think I'm going to take Metamucil and then figure out what I want to eat because I need to eat something. And then I would forget to eat again. So what would happen is I'm ending up eating one time a day because I wasn't hungry. Now, that's not always the case. I will tell you, sometimes I would just take Metamucil in the morning and that's it, or I wouldn't take it all day and I would only take it at night. Because it's just like all over the place. I don't have a routine, and I do not like to do meal prep. Meal prep is so boring to me. I don't want to have to worry about trying to carry food around with me and figuring out a refrigerator and how to heat things up, and I don't want to do all that. It is super high maintenance. Plus, I'm not going to spend an entire day meal prepping. I already only get one day off a week a lot of the time, and I don't want to spend that one day meal prepping. Just being very transparent. But I have been getting to where I'm really not even getting to 1,000 calories in a day to eat, and it's not by choice. It's just when I eat, like I'm looking at the calories when I get into it, and if sometimes it doesn't even it adds up to maybe 1,000, and that's about it. But I mean, it's not a bad thing as long as your body's getting the nutrients it needs and things like that. I really need to look into a supplement to make sure that I'm getting all of the nutrients that I need on the side, but at the same time, I haven't really deep dove into it, because right now it's just kind of like I feel like I'm just getting into the habit of eating healthy and just being a healthy person versus this whole like you're on a diet and stuff like that. And you know, last night, I mean, I'm not going to deprive myself of something if I want it, and that's the part. Like when we were looking at it, they brought, you know, tres leches cake. I didn't eat any of that, and she's like, "Wow, you're being really good." And I'm like, I don't think it's being good. I think about food differently right now. Like, and that's one thing that I said to y'all before, is that it went from being like a diet where I'm like, okay, I'm eating to lose weight. That's why I'm eating the way that I am, to where now I'm just eating to be healthy, and if the weight comes off, awesome. And I know it will, because I mean, I was eating thousands of calories a day before, because each meal, I mean, you got to be realistic. If I was going to fast food, I wasn't just getting a burger. I was getting a burger, a large fry. Usually the burger was like more than one patty, and then I was getting like for Wendy's, for instance, I would get the $1 chicken sandwich as well. So I was eating a double burger, a double patty burger, a large fry, and that, plus a large Diet Coke. And if I was at McDonald's, I would get like a double quarter pounder or a quarter pounder combo, large, with a Diet Coke and a 10-piece nugget. Like, I mean, I was eating so unhealthy, and that's every meal I was eating like that. So it was not healthy whatsoever. And again, I was raised on fast food, so my mom would bring home fast food. And the funny thing is when I was going to Huntsville, Alabama to perform, it's a restaurant that is only in Alabama and some of Tennessee, and I think maybe, like, I don't even think it's in Texas, but that's it. I mean, it's a family-owned restaurant, and I think it's a franchise now. I think they actually sold it, but every time I used to see it in the past, it was something that was like, I would immediately crave what I used to eat there all the time, because it's like a comfort thing. And now this time when I saw it, like I was like, you know, I'm not craving it. And the funny thing is I went past this one exit that had my two favorite restaurants, which is Jack's, not Jack in the Box, but Jack's Family Restaurant, the one my mom used to work for as a district manager. And it also had Captain D's on the exit. And I was like, I'm surprised that I'm not like fiending for these. Like, I'm just not fiending for anything over here. And it's so crazy to me because I'm so used to fast food having such a strong hold on me. Because one, it's quick and convenient. But two, the flavor is something that I like and it's such a comfort. And now, like, I don't think I miss it, but I think that at the same time, it's like I haven't put myself in a position to miss it yet. You know what I mean? I was watching YouTube the other night, and it was so funny because the first time I did this was I think last Saturday when I got home from work. I was going to watch Hungry Fat Chick, which is the YouTuber that I watch that does mukbang. And I put it on and I was like, yeah, I cannot watch this right now because it's going to trigger something for me to want to eat inappropriately. And it's not things I want to eat. It's not healthy food that I want to eat. It's not something I want to put in my body. So I turned it off because as soon as I saw what she was eating, she went to pick it up. I immediately started feeling myself like almost desiring what she was eating. So I turned it off. And then Tuesday night when we got back from going to dinner at Joey Uptown, I turned it on and ended up watching that episode and another episode she had just posted where she was eating super unhealthy, but I had just got back from eating a salmon salad, so I wasn't hungry, and it didn't trigger anything, but I will tell you what she was eating was kind of grossing me out at that point, and I'm not saying like I'm above it anymore, like now, but it's like, I don't know, my thought process about food is evolving and changing, and I don't know, I'm like, I can't do it. Good thing, I mean, you know, it's helping me maintain, but Sunday and Monday was hard on the eating, I will tell you, because I was sitting there and Chris and I was like, what do you want to eat? And I didn't want to go anywhere because it was so hot and our air still wasn't fixed, and I'm looking at Uber Eats, and I sat on Uber Eats on Sunday for an hour just scrolling and going through all these different restaurants, looking at stuff that what could be healthy that wasn't just a salad. And it was so hard, and to the point where I was like, okay, I need for us to make a decision now because I'm really hungry and I'm literally feeling like I'm about to order something that I don't need to eat just because I'm starving right now. And so we ended up going with Panera one day, and then we ordered a cauliflower crust pizza the next day, which was not good. So I won't be ordering that again. But that was the only carb that I had, was where they made the cauliflower crust for the pizza, and it was really thin, and I was just not about it. I was like, you mean I like ate this, and I could have had something else? Like, girl, bye. Like, this is ridiculous. Plus, they did turkey pepperoni and turkey bacon, and that's just weird to me. I'm like, it does not taste like bacon. Just saying. But yeah, so today's going to be an awesome day. I'm going to wrap this up because I'm going to go get dressed, do my skincare, put on a cute little outfit to go to work, which is always all black either way. I don't know why I was in a cute outfit. But so it's going to be an awesome day. If you are in the area of Houston, we're going to be at Nordstrom Galleria Friday and Saturday. My birthday is tomorrow, which is Friday. So if you want to swing by, we're going to be there from 11 o'clock until 6 o'clock. Both days, just doing makeup and things like that. Just know if you come over and you want to get your makeup done, I do suggest please find a few things that you absolutely love that you want to purchase and take with you. Because again, we have appointments, so I don't want to be filling a chair and pushing appointments back. If it's not something you're actually interested in, because again, if you just want to come see me, just come see me, come say hey. I probably won't be able to talk for a really long time because I'll be working, but you're more than welcome to come and see me. But of course, Dior would always love the support of a fabulous Taylor-tot coming and getting something. If there's something that you want and you want to order it and have me ship it to you, because I know we talked about the micro caviar, one that is my lifesaver, my number one product. You can hit me up on Instagram, and then we'll get it sent to you over the phone. It's easy. It is I think it's $4.90, I want to say, for the caviar. I can't remember. I have it on my work phone because I took a picture of it yesterday because I couldn't remember because I know there's been price changes. But I know it's over $450, but just know you're only using a dime size and it lasts forever. So, again, 1 day of use is 3 days worth of repair. Just, again, if you want something, get to me on Instagram. It is justicetaylorbeauty. I'll be checking my phone throughout the day, of course, because it'll be blowing up because it's my birthday tomorrow. So, again, thank you all for joining me. I hope that you absolutely laughed your tails off at the Oscar Mayer Wiener truck video. It was hilarious. I love a good impromptu, random video that just comes out of nowhere and you just roll with it. But you know what? I know y'all like it when I'm not just always sitting here in this bubble and we go out and we experience life. So thank you for joining me on there. Make sure you go and give Shelby some love and attention if you haven't already. And again, watch all the commercials on here or put them on and just keep going because that's how we get our revenue. But I love you guys so much. If you want to overnight something so it gets to me tomorrow, again, down below in the description is the P.O. box that I use for you to send things. It'll notify me as soon as it comes in for me to go and pick it up. But again, I appreciate all of your support. I love you so much. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Hit the bell. If you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching the video, please just subscribe. What's the difference, girl? And then, of course, give it a thumbs up because all the activity that we get on here gives the algorithm a way to grab it and run with it. And, of course, we want to spread all the positivity and joy. But I'm glad that you actually got to start your day with me. This is the first time I've done a video in the morning for us to get ready together, in a sense, and start our day on a good note. Well, I'm starting my day on a good note. You're ending it because it's at 5 p.m. So I love you so much, and I will see you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I will see you tomorrow night as well at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time, where I go live for my birthday on July 8th for us to party and celebrate together. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Mwah.